cops and robbers. They'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you, console you in times of grief, and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey, like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay. Like I'm
welcome in.
Wave, cause even when you do the simplest things,
Welcome in.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorty, let me holler at you. Girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You biggin' everyone up. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you work it for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect to me. It's the way you walk.
Welcome in, Carolina House. Hey.
I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl, East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma cobbler. You were a #1 prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects, and you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers. They'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood.
Squad.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
All right, y'all. All right. This is TallBae, your host here, creative entrepreneur and branding strategist. I'm here sitting with Delano Steele Jr., aka Delano Smooth. Welcome in. How we feeling?
AKA Deadpool's inner thoughts. I am all right.
Hey, Kamara. Welcome in, y'all. Carolina House in the building. Thank
What's happening?
you. So we got Miss Kimura. She said that's a nice song.
How much did y'all pay her to say that?
Carolina House. I didn't pay her anything. I didn't pay her anything. Let me tell you, that was Hood Goddess, y'all. That's one of my favorite songs, y'all. But y'all need to see him when he do his Hood Goddess dance.
It's out on all streaming platforms, not the video, but the music. Y'all go ahead and stream that.
Oh yeah, we still looking for a video vixen for Hood Goddess, and he's taking applications.
I need video women.
Of course,
They say
we
nice song.
do.
Hey, you want to see the video? Nah, not really. I'm like, come on, wait. Ah,
Welcome in, welcome in. How we feeling? All right, so talk to us. So Hood Goddess. Let me ask you a question about Hood Goddess. Now, I was kind of like there partially, partially when you was recording Hood Goddess. When you recorded Hood Goddess, like were you speaking to someone specific, or was like she more of a symbol in your mind?
no, it was definitely more of a symbolic reference. One of my favorite songs was "Roundaway Girl" by LL Cool J, and I felt like I would love to
Hmm.
hear a dated version of it somehow. And so I was like, well,
Oh yeah.
instead of for somebody to come out with a version of it, I'll just write one. And the beautiful thing about it was
Okay.
I don't write without the beat. I always let the beats dictate the conversation through melody. But I
Hmm.
was so compelled that I had the idea. I just started like putting it all together. And the funny thing is,
Hmm.
True Music, my brother and producer, he ended up sending me a beat just on out of nowhere. It's like, hey, listen, I got this beat. I want to know what you thought about it. And I already had the title Hood Goddess, so it wasn't like something that came out of nowhere. It was like already like a thought process. So I was like, okay, well, that's the title I want to
Right.
rock. But what he did was he sent me the beat, and the name of the beat was Goddess. And I was like, okay, yeah,
Right.
we on something here. There's no way I could have this concept, and then he drops this beat out the sky with the same name. And it's like, okay, yeah, this is perfect. Where the melody already matched the beat, even though I had no idea about the beat.
Mhm.
I had already. I normally don't even do this in terms of when I write, I'd always like to write with a beat. So
Right.
it was kind of like it felt like a sign. It felt like serendipity.
Hmm. Okay. Well, speaking of true music, I'm gonna bring him in.
Oh, he's here.
All right, welcome in. Yeah, he is. Welcome in. Welcome
Peace,
in.
peace, peace.
You really can't have one without the other. We are cookies and cream.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So tell us a bit more about you, Delano. Like, who you are as an artist, and when you're creating this music, like what's mostly like your goal, your end goal whenever you create.
Okay, so little synopsis about me. I am from Brooklyn,
Hmm.
New York. I was born and raised in a Caribbean household. My parents are of Panamanian, Hispanic, and Jamaican, West Indian descent.
Hmm.
Barbados, the daddy, and so I got like a whole gumbo of Caribbean family. And so for
Right.
me, um, just kind of rooted in tradition of that music, which is all about harmony, peace, love, equality. It translated um, into like what I was like genuinely attracted to melodically. So in terms of that, And then of course just being raised in Brooklyn where you see the dynamics of everything, good and bad. It felt like the
Right.
perfect way to express myself was through song. Um, so I embody everything that I've gone through, that I've seen other people go through. General um, topics and situations, and I do my best to create the narrative for everybody. Um, so that way, it's always relatable, it's always genuine, and it's always quality.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. And I've been honored to like be a part of a lot of the sessions with with you and True Music. So now we got them here. I want to like hop on the mic, introduce yourself to the world. How we
Peace,
doing?
family.
Peace,
How you
man.
doing,
I knew it.
TallBae?
Knew it.
He was gonna do that. He was gonna do it.
Uh,
You know he had to come for you.
I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt in a minute.
Yep, you
Mhm.
should.
Yep, yep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here. The frequency is
I'm happy you
popping.
agreed to hop on with us.
Yeah, I'm glad I could.
Yeah.
I'm
So
down here
how
in cold Orlando.
it's cold everywhere now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cold everywhere.
crazy.
Stop complaining.
Damn, it's cold in Florida too.
Yeah.
Cold, cold, cold.
Stop complaining. Put on your R&B coat, okay? Because it's R&B coat season.
Hey,
Yeah.
my R&B coat hasn't found me yet. You know, it's gotta find you. You can't find it.
And yeah, because word on the street is you're too busy looking for R&B cologne.
Well, I mean,
Mm,
it's baby
mm.
steps. It's okay. It's baby steps in the R&B repertoire.
Yeah, you gotta smell, you gotta
Is
smell
it?
the, you gotta smell the, you gotta smell the part.
Mm. What does that
Yeah.
look like? Inquiring minds want to know what does baby steps look like?
Well, first you gotta smell good so you can feel good. Then you
All
dress
right.
good, and you're gonna be good.
Yeah. Y'all boys will never disappoint though. Y'all always looking good, especially when y'all like, doing shows.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh yeah,
appreciate it.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So what's it like, True, whenever like you're in the studio with Delano? Is he difficult? You can go ahead and talk
Nah,
about it. You
it's
can go ahead
actually
and
the
tell
exact
me.
opposite. I don't know, like from day one, from the first time me and Delano started working together, it's been like,
Mhm.
we've always been on the same page, and even like if one of us may disagree, it's like we end up creating a whole new avenue than what we both thought. You know what I mean? And it's always a cool experience working with Delano.
Right.
Yeah.
I I would say so too. I would say so too. Whenever I'm in the studio with you guys and you guys are recording, he definitely has a lot of great ideas. I love the way his mind think. As a singer songwriter, his mind he could take one song and it can go a million different ways. And like as an engineer, when you're creating a beat, it can go a million different ways. So I love that.
Yeah.
You all have your vision is so broad. So I appreciate that and love that about whenever you guys create, even when you're doing your own thing. I just
That's
love
what's
how
up.
how you guys create. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm so happy. Yeah. So Delana, wasn't there something you wanted to tell? True.
No, I would just say I'm very difficult. He's
Yeah.
sitting here telling stories because I paid him. I mean, his cash app. I'm gonna leave that alone. But for the most part, for the most part, nah. I think it really was like a match made. It felt like the perfect storm. Lincoln
Right.
Witch. I mean, I've worked with countless other producers before. You know what I'm saying? Been in other teams and situations, and it always like fizzled out. Whether it's just
Right.
management, maybe it's other artists that get involved, and so now your time is a little bit more,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, scarce. But when it came down to us, it just seems like no matter what the circumstances, and I think just because of the fact that we don't regard each other in just the business aspect, we care about each other like family members and stuff like that as well. So, you
Yeah,
know,
most definitely. Yeah, I can vouch for that.
That's
so you
tough.
Yeah,
know, it just
I can
Bro,
vouch for that.
so I
Yeah,
think
he is big bro.
it makes
mhm.
it easy to work with people when you have, you know what I'm saying, not only a common goal in terms of business, but you really want to see each other succeed in life, period. So it makes it a lot easier
I
to
agree.
rock.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. It definitely makes it a lot easy, you know. And I had to learn that, and I had to see that. And I can pick up the phone and call you anytime, ask for some advice, or text you. You know, both of you. You know, because like, y'all always gonna give me the real. You're gonna be,
Yeah.
transparent, and I love that. And I think that is a part of growth when you have someone who can see your potential. And they're giving you that honest feedback. Because not everybody can handle, criticism. They may look at it as an attack, towards their craft. But you have to be like open to receive that criticism. It's not, you know, what someone says is meant to tear you down. It's because you came to them genuinely seeking some advice, and they genuinely provided you, positive feedback. What's that saying you love to say? True.
Was that steel
Like
sharp and
still,
steel?
still, it's still sharp and
Yeah,
still.
steel sharp and
And I love
steel.
that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you guys in the comments, y'all feel free to drop y'all questions if y'all want. We see you. I thank you all for, coming to
Yeah,
vibe out with us.
heck
I
yeah.
appreciate you guys, man.
One thing
Yeah,
I'm going
share the live, share the
to
live.
I do not want to talk about any part of my time when I used to sell um my soul to the stage. Okay,
Oh no, we're gonna talk about no, we're gonna talk
we're
about
gonna
other things.
we're gonna leave my stripping experiences in the past. It's null and void. I
No,
won't
no, we ain't
answer.
gonna talk about you selling your soul, but we're gonna talk about you,
Thank
being
you.
a gigolo back in the day.
You do what you got to do for money. I mean, at the end of the day, when you know what I'm saying, when the baby needs some diapers, your rent got to get paid, and you know what I'm saying, they mess up on your check. You do what you got to do to get that extra bread.
A lot of people don't know
It's true,
Steel was the original Iceberg Slim. He
but
don't look like it
wait a
right
minute.
now.
And wait a minute, True, you over there nodding your head. So you got anything you want to add? Like, you know,
I'm just
the
saying.
saying, the saying is down here in the South, get it out the mud. But how was y'all getting it? Y'all was up there gigoloing.
Hey, nope.
I would just say I was
Y'all was
getting on street
gigoloing.
corners, but you know what I'm saying, it was the street corners where they had the Hilton. I didn't just sit there and sell myself on Broad Street. Now you know what I'm saying, 42nd Street
Mm-hmm.
was already filled with the regulars. I had to go someplace that was
Mm-hmm.
scale. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna leave that alone. That's in the past. It's in the past. And the statute of limitations, from what I understand, I still haven't met that yet. So let's just next subject.
But we'll leave the past in the past. Okay. Now you said like earlier, like working with, artists along the lines of like, how it can be a storm. Speaking of storm, you know, I had the pleasure of being in the studio when you guys created this piece that I would like to share with the world. I love this song. This is my ride song. Y'all, if you ever catch me blasting this song and y'all see me in my vehicle doing whatever it is that I'm doing, just mind your business. I'll send you the song. Just mind your business and let me be me. But yeah, this song Raging Storm. Tell me how that came about.
Initially I just wanted to create an Afrobeat vibe, an Afro pop vibe. Um,
Hmm.
and of course, once some the beautiful thing about working with True is sometimes it doesn't have to be a specific idea, just a general concept, and he'll find a
Right.
way to chip that thing into the perfect structured melody. And it was like, okay, I hear this, and
Hmm.
once I hear like maybe like a word in that melody,
Hmm.
the rest of it is just like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
just go ahead and write it down. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
architecturally sound.
Yeah,
And
he's
Yeah.
pretty tough.
That one came
He's
together
pretty
fast.
tough though. Yeah, yeah, it did come together fast. I think he's kind of tough though, you know. He's a little intimidating in the studio. True.
Nah.
Oh, uh,
Mhm.
no.
A
all
little
I
bit.
all I can say is
I was
it's easy, and I
All
think
I
that's
need
the
left.
beautiful thing about
it's
being able to gap like that. It's like
right.
it don't take much. Like we can sit there and just crack jokes for like 5 minutes, then all
Yeah.
of a sudden it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
bam, I got an idea for a beat, or I got an idea for a song,
Yeah.
and it's like
Hmm.
right back to work.
Oh
And I
yeah.
mean, you've seen it. Our other brother, Quick, he'll tell you the same thing. Like we'll sit there
Yeah.
and it'll be jokes being cracked, and
Yeah.
next
Quick
thing you know,
temper. Shout out to quick temper
Yeah. Shout out Quick Temper.
Quick tempered.
all the
It's just
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mister Middle Part himself. Shout out to quick temper.
Mr. Middle
Love the
Part.
middle part. Yes, Mister Middle Part. I love it.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think, like I'm no singer, but I've done a few 1 2 1 2s that I'm proud of. But I think Mr. True is definitely a little. I mean, I appreciate that though. He's very honest. He's gonna tell you, that don't sound good. Do it again. I will never forget. When I did my thing and I thought I had tore it up, and all he did was just no.
he got a tendency to do that sometimes.
I thought I did my thing and looked down at him. No, with a
But I
straight
prefer
face.
I prefer
I ain't
I,
that bad.
With a straight face.
nah, but
Listen, I'm
I
just
prefer I'd rather somebody else be the toughest critic, because I get tired of, okay, for instance, I used to record a lot and hear, oh, that sounds good. And I hear it back and be like, nah, I don't like that. And instead of trusting that I don't like it, they'll be like, nah, nah, nah. They'll try to talk me out of what I hear. And it's like,
right. Yeah,
the thing about me is always going to be quality. I never want to sell anybody else short. So
I
when I
agree.
I create with everybody in mind, not just myself, not just the
Mhm.
Hmm.
producer or the work that it takes to get it done. Because I do respect that it is work to get it done. But I also
It is.
consider who's listening to this. Will you want to hear this again? It has to have
Hmm.
staying power, or else for me, it just feels like I wasted my time, because
Right.
nobody wants to play something for the moment and then that's it. Let my moment last.
Yeah, that's one thing that I can say I respect about both of you. I mean, any artist for that matter who's passionate about what it is that they do. You guys always like me, the listener. I can hear something when y'all are done with it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it sounds so good." And you know how I am, but send me the unedited version or whatever. It sounds good to me, but y'all can pick up on those little small details of a piece of a song that I'm redoing the whole song. And I look at y'all like, y'all redoing the whole song for what? So I can respect an artist because y'all know what y'all want to hear. And as an engineer, you can hear the little tap that's off, or maybe the 808, or the air that's in the song. Like, what air? It's crazy. So I have much respect for artists and engineers because it looks easy. Like, y'all, it look easy. I'm telling y'all, it looks so easy when I'm there. It's fun, but it look easy. But the amount of time and energy that goes into that, I have a huge respect for y'all. I
I
do.
appreciate it. That's real.
Oh yeah.
You
So yeah, so True, I got a question for you though. I know you love being in the studio. Now, tell us about a time where it was a little frustrating. When you're in there creating, whether it was with yourself or maybe with other artists.
I know when I'm creating by myself, sometimes I get frustrated with myself when I'm not able to, I guess, like musically articulate what I'm trying to say, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. You know what I mean? That can be frustrating to me sometimes, to the point where like I just have to step away from it for a minute. You know what I mean? And then try to come back with fresh ears. But like
Right.
when it comes to like working with other artists, I think my biggest pet peeve is when they don't take criticism well. You know what I mean? Or they don't take direction well. Like sometimes, as a producer, you just kind of can hear how something is supposed to go. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the person working with you just has to trust your ears sometimes. Like, I'll never take away anybody's like creative
Right.
creative freedom, but like if it's in my ear and I know it's hot, I know it's dope. Sometimes I feel like it's good to just trust the producer, especially the person that produced the beat. You know,
I agree. I
I
agree.
feel
Because
like,
I've been there
feel
countless
like
times.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say,
No,
like,
go
I feel
ahead.
like,
Speak on it.
yeah, like most of the time, like people can go to a studio and go in there and record their whole song and just be trash, and the song might not necessarily be trash, but just the way they arranged it, or maybe like the way they did their ad libs, and the guy engineering or the guy that produced it could easily be like, man, you should probably do like this, but most time they're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they're just getting paid.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so I
And
feel
I
like
and
I'm
I
one of
I
the
have.
ones that I care about the person's music just as much as I care about my own. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. And I can see for the last almost 3 years, you have been consistent. You have been consistent in how you engineer music. You have been consistent in the feedback or constructive criticism you provide. So I can say that that's something you take very, very seriously. And you not like you don't. It's almost like me going to a stylist get my hair done. You know, you come out looking
Hmm.
like a total mess, and
Right.
you
You
having
got to
that
be
friend
honest.
there that's not telling you look a whole mess. You
Well,
Yeah.
know,
I got
or
a
me. You
question
know
for
what
you.
I'm saying? So it was like me going to a stylist and they really are like this. This is my brand, and I'm not sending you outside looking like anything. So I'm
Exactly.
gonna stamp on it,
Right.
and yeah,
And that's it.
I got a
yeah.
question for you. As far as from your perspective as a producer, when you put the producer hat on and you create a beat, let's say you give it to an artist, do you
Hmm.
ever give maybe some feedback, not necessarily criticism, but feedback on subject matter? Like, let's say, okay, like if you did a trap beat for somebody and you'd be like, you know what, you got about 38 songs about this one thing. Why don't you try another avenue? Have you ever done that before?
I have actually. I have because I like to challenge people that I feel like can handle the challenge. But a lot of people don't believe in themselves enough to take the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And that be like that's the unfortunate part. But like that's what's dope about like the majority of the people that I've had the opportunity to work with here lately are like true artists. You know what I'm saying? Or even like just to be around to see how they move musically. You know what I mean? Like you,
Hmm.
quick tempered. I know that like I can break out something that will probably be like left field to anybody else, and we gonna come together and make that shit something fire. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is
Oh
dope.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Well, I have a question for both you and True. I have a question for you, Delano, as well as True. So, like, what's speaking of being in the studio, what's a sound or a texture like either of you gravitate towards when you're producing and when you're gravitating towards this sound or texture, like what is what is that saying about you as an artist and what is that saying to you as the engineer? And
Mhm.
and that could be like the way you sound when you're singing your songs, like those falsettos that you do, or like those.
Good
That's what I'm
question.
kind of like referring to.
Okay, so in
Good.
terms of the writing aspect of it, um, I
Mm,
although I am an R&B singer and a traditional R&B singer, the urban contemporary, I
right.
like the idea of challenging a different way of coming at things. I mean, we can always
Mm.
do the baby face route of I give you the sun, moon, and stars stuff that don't even belong to me. I'm gonna give it to you. Like after a while, it becomes mundane and it becomes like the norm, and I don't like the norm.
Mhm.
I like the idea of maybe if I didn't give it to you, maybe if I stole it for you, or maybe if I,
Mhm.
found another way to give you something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I gave you something that you need, not something that you want.
Right.
I like the idea
Right.
of challenging the other aspect of
Mhm.
relationships and love. You know what I'm saying? Not just the physical, not you know what I'm saying, but the emotional and the mental aspect of it as well. Um, so for me, it's always trying to tackle different things. What the beautiful thing about it though is, as I've said before, I let the melody of the beat dictate the conversation.
Oh yeah.
So
Cause
if
yeah.
if it catches
and
Mr. A,
I'm smiling because like I love when you listen. You think I be playing? Like even Maya can tell you like we love your songs. Okay, we
I
love how to make us feel. And she's 10 years old, so that should tell you a lot. She's gonna come up off your music. Okay.
that's just that cash app went in just fine. So,
I mean, it
but
really does. His music makes you feel real good. I'm so serious. It
no, I'm
does.
grateful. I'm grateful that people genuinely gravitate towards it. There's nothing more gratifying for me as an artist than to hear that people resonate because it doesn't. It isn't
Absolutely.
necessarily that I write it for me. I just write it from my
Mhm.
perspective, so it can
Absolutely.
be about whatever it is, whatever aspect of relationship, from the initial meeting of a person,
Yes.
approach of a person, to being in
Mhm.
the relationship to the end of it. We'll
Yes.
all have that commonality, but if my approach is different, or at least the alternative from what you
Mhm.
already hear from somebody else, and it makes you say, I like his approach, it makes me feel as if, um, again, the approach that I took is a winner. You know, there's nothing like making sure that what I do doesn't sound like everybody else's because I don't
Right.
want to everybody else. I want to be my own, even in the same
Absolutely.
way that everybody else tackles.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Okay. And what's your take on it, True? And I can repeat the question if you need me to repeat the question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So basically, it's like what sound or texture do you gravitate towards when you're producing, and what is that saying about you as the engineer or the producer?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I think for me, there's no like particular sound or
Hmm.
texture that I kind of like gravitate to. It just be more like whatever I'm feeling in the moment or whatever just comes out in that moment. Like,
Hmm.
and
Right.
when it comes to like the writing aspect of that, I try to like articulate instances, you know what I'm saying? Like not necessarily like tell stories, but just
Hmm.
more or less describe a moment, you know what I mean? Or a feeling or one of those like fleeting thoughts, you know what I'm saying? You may have like while you just walking down the street or something, you know what I mean? Like I feel like
Right.
times we all should be a little bit introspective.
Welcome in, Keith.
Peace, peace, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. Welcome in, Keys to Time. How we doing? How
Yeah.
we feeling?
Shout out Pete.
Okay. Well,
Shout
with
out
that
to
being
the Pete.
said, I oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I definitely want to dive into this storm that I was asking about earlier, Raging Storm. This is one of my favorite
Yeah,
songs because I feel like a Spanish woman when
that.
when I play it, and again I play it all the time, you guys. So I'm gonna play it for you all. And I would love for Delano to go ahead and introduce this song.
All right. This is the debut of Raging Storms featuring She Music. It's Afro pop, it's dance, it's seduction, all wrapped up in this dark mystery of a beat and telling the
Oh yeah.
story of you trying to get this woman's attention because she is absolutely the perfect storm for you, even in a room full of, what I'm saying, competition. You want to be the guy that stands out. And so this is what Raging Storm is all about.
And he meant that, y'all.
Yeah.
She got my attention from the moment I stepped in here. So competition, this lucky man can get near. I can try to buy out the brother, till we end up saying cheers. I just need to get you on the dance floor, but I know they will interfere. What can I do? I'll just make a move. Let me show it. But then there's something in their eyes that gave a warning. I know I can't control her. She's a star over. In her zone it's over. I feel a raging storm inside of you. I feel a raging storm inside of you. The lips so I know I can't control her. She's a star over. In her zone it's over. I feel a raging storm inside of you. I feel a raging storm inside of you. The lips so rays of a panther, or of your favorite actor. I'll get what you're after. You become the only dancer. Subscribe to your only Fanta. Wanna know how you react to everything I ask of you. I'll be a benefactor. I'll just make a move. Let me show it. But then there's something in their eyes that gave a warning. I know I can't control her. She's a star over. In her zone it's over. I feel a raging storm inside of you. I feel a raging storm inside of you. The lips so I know I can't control her. She's a star over. In her zone it's over. I feel a raging storm inside of you. I feel a raging storm inside of you. The lips so.
Now that I have you alone now, I can see the peak that you're reaching. Cause you know you don't need no clothes now. I need everything underneath them. See it in your eyes that you're feeling kinda rude, lady. Looking like she probably with it in the pool, baby. Feeling like it's probably cool to assume that it's true. Me and you need to head to the room later. We'll only be there all night at the knees. Soaking the sheets, then we wash, then repeat. Cause you can eat, you need your energy. While I swim in your water, get lost in your sea.
Can I do? I'll just make a move. Let me show it. But then there's something in their eyes that gave a warning. I know I can't control her. She's a star over. In her zone it's over. I feel a raging storm inside
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's one of my favorite songs. I have like so many favorite songs. I can't even like just narrow them down to one. But yeah, that's one of my songs. I'm feeling like a Spanish woman.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that's a Maya song as well. So let's talk about instrument breakdown, like melody breakdown. So you know I'm gonna start with you, True, because I don't think I was there when y'all created this.
No, it wasn't. Honestly, like
Mhm.
it's literally like Steele said, like he was like, yo, let's do something like this.
Mhm.
Started playing something and it came together. I added like another instrument. I think I started doing the drums or something like that. Next thing you know,
Right.
Steele had like half the verse written already. And the rest just kind of just came together. Like it was
Oh
actually
yeah.
cool fast. Like we were after we finished the song, we was like, damn, that shit came together
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. And I'm over here with mixed feelings about it because I was like, oh, that's all good. But dang, why they do this when I wasn't there? But I think that's
Right.
pretty dope. What I think it's pretty dope. What Keys 2 Times said in the chat. He said it hit different when you can hear every ad lib and every lyric at the same time. And when you know how to craft like that, you got it for sure. That's
Hey
real
man,
dope.
that's dope.
Appreciate that, Keys
That's
two
dope
times.
for real. Much love, bro.
Yep,
Much
I
love.
appreciate that. And he
I
also
can't
said
wait to
he'll die in your
get in the
mind.
lab with you, man.
And send the cash app so I know how to, to pay you for the compliment. 'Cause at the end of the day, I know you came from the street.
Yeah,
Oh
nah,
yeah,
for real. That's much love.
and I could definitely see this being played in a lot of different, environments. Whether it's at a party, whether it's like a nightclub, what you say, Delano Spanish nights
Yeah,
in
nah,
Harlem.
the nights, yeah. Like at the end of the day, I love the aspect of going back to interaction. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Just not only just the approach of talking to a woman, but taking them to the dance floor. And it doesn't have.
yeah.
They
I'm
don't
saying,
talk about that no more.
not
They
for real.
don't.
And
They
I think
don't. And like,
it's like an experience. It's like there's nothing like that gratifying feeling of just soul to soul connection. And I feel like, what I'm saying, at times it gets lost in translation because nobody wants to make that move. And like the subject matter alone, like because at the end of the day, like we're all gonna be like looking for the same thing at some point in time. And even in the subject matter, I made sure to let it be known, like, yeah, there's gonna be other guys that want the same thing that I want, that see the same woman that I see. And there's nothing wrong with competition in a friendly manner. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's always gonna be her choice and our opportunity. But it has to be presented. You can't sit there and be cool in the corner the entire time. Oh, she gonna come in
okay,
like,
and yeah,
what I'm saying? She's looking for an approach and you're looking for an approach and nobody approaches nobody. And then,
right.
what I'm saying?
And
It's like
that's
a
what I always and that for me, that's how I can tell good music. Like when it makes me feel not just as a woman, and then as someone who like genuinely loves music and knows good music when I hear it, it makes you not want to sit still. It makes you feel sexy on the
Yeah.
inside. It makes you want to dance. It makes you want to be seen. It makes you want to do all those
Mhm.
things. And I think, like you said, a lot of the times, a lot of things, like I think the music industry has definitely been diluted. I will say that it's been
Yeah.
diluted, and it just don't hit the same anymore. Not what's so mainstream doesn't hit the same. Not for me anyway. That's
I feel like it's
so that's
been diluted and saturated at the same time. It's horrible.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I can't speak on that enough, But yeah, so how did you feel, True, when you were, creating this and when it all came together? Like, how did you feel, like a proud papa?
I did for real because it was just like, it just came together so fast. Like everything kind of flowed out of both of us. The beat, the
Hmm.
lyric, you know what I'm saying? We recorded it and like we was like one take shouties up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, that shit just came together so fast. It was pretty dope.
Oh
We do
yeah.
that from time to time. We'll get in there. This I remember one night. What did we do? Like 5 songs in one night.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Was
crazy.
that
Like,
the night when I left y'all? No, no, I'm sorry, not the night, but the was that the morning that I left y'all up, or was this another morning when I
probably.
went there? Because I
It
left
was
y'all up
like
there. I was like 5 in the morning.
yeah,
probably because I did. I know I did 5 different beats that night, and we wrote 5 different songs and
Cause I think I
recorded
had
all
told,
5 of them.
I think I had told Delano, I said I'm going to sleep, and you was like, "How you gonna sleep in all this noise?" Listen, when I woke up, I think
Knocked
y'all were
out.
leaving. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah, y'all be going in, but I love that though. Sometimes,
But
not all
I
the time. Y'all have the
think is
stamina for it.
the beautiful thing is I think the melody just it's easy to craft with like-minded melodies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
again, it takes the producer and the songwriter and artist to be in sync. And I think that we've done a pretty good job so far of just being in sync, even when it's like, okay, the subject matter is this, but maybe the approach is different. So let's have a conversation about the approach.
Right,
Um, because
Right,
we'll have those discussions too. Sometimes it'll be like, I don't know how to initially talk about this,
right.
right.
and it'll just be a conversation. The next thing you know what? I got it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And by
Why?
that, like yeah,
Still sharpens skill.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
It's
still in cash in the keys. I swear.
all about teamwork. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, playing your position in the team. If
Right.
you see your partner is quarterbacking, then you guard that man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
that? If you got the ball, they're gonna guard you.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what it's supposed to be.
All right. I can definitely understand that, and I agree with that 100%.
Hmm.
Well said. Now, Delano, let's talk about some things you have up and coming, some releases and some, you know, events you have up and coming.
Okay, so in terms of releases, there's two songs that I've been wanting to release to the public, but I wanted to wait until like the right time to do it. One of them is No Sleep Till Brooklyn. The other one is Listening for Your Heart, and for me, they're topical songs, right? No Sleep Till Brooklyn, more just my ode to where I'm from, and
Mm-hmm.
finding a way to make it finding a way to make it sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In terms of like listening for your heart and even honest, they're topical songs because I feel like again, is not always going to be sunshine in a relationship. You got to go through the rain. You got to go through the storm, and there's just so many different seasons of relationships,
Right.
and so
Yeah.
you have those
Yeah.
difficult conversations as well. And I feel like
Yeah.
tackle that would be like the ultimate conversation, even if you don't know how to kickstart it. Maybe it takes what I'm saying, somebody else's approach or somebody else's
Right.
experience for you to like go through that, and to go through it maybe not necessarily unscathed, but to know that somebody else definitely understands.
Right. Yeah. I love that. That's very well put. Beautifully said as well, because it is like storms. It
Absolutely.
really is. And I kind of I don't know. I mean, I don't feel bad about having a front row seat, to watching you guys create. I don't feel bad about it at all because I love it. Actually, I don't know. I don't want my audience to be a little, mad at me because I do get that, like, have the experience with you guys. I mean, it is an awesome experience from start to finish. So again, that's why I can say that I respect you guys on what you do, how you do it, the time you put in it, because like it's a lot of time that goes into it. It's a lot of, again, watching y'all create one song. I see True do it all the time. Oh my God. You know, you'll start on something and then it's like, okay, it's fine. But then like 2 weeks later, I gotta change something. So it's kind of, oh my God, like it drives me mad because I be ready like to hear it. But it's not about me. I get it. It's not about me. And speaking of which, I want to ask you guys. Um, Let me see. I had the question in my mind, but it was kind of like leaning more towards what we've already spoke on about when you're creating a song and the sound. Um, when you're creating, whether it's the lyrics to the song or whether it's the melody to the song, do you feel like artists, it's you guys' responsibility to reflect prior to creating, or do you kind of like just go with the flow of what you're feeling?
You can go first, still.
Okay, well, for me, I think I don't necessarily reflect more than I just try to make sure that it resonates. The conversations are all, like I said before, the melody dictates where the conversation is going to go for me, right? So if the beat is like a melancholy, um, if it's um, if it's a dark beat, then I know that this subject matter is going to be towards something that I'm saying is a difficult conversation. If it's
Mm-hmm.
up, then I know, okay, well, this is it's a light vibe, you know what I mean, and so we're gonna ride the wave of this. But um, overall, that's the most important thing for me, is to know that whatever I do, it has to be authentically me, but it also has to resonate with the audience. You
I
know,
agree.
so that's always my approach. Um, so I don't necessarily deviate from that formula. Um, just because again, there's nothing that I could talk about that hasn't been talked about already. All the millions of music in the world, I'm sure somebody has talked about what I talk about in some way, shape, or form. So all I'm
Right.
doing is my spin on it so that it comes from me. You know what I'm saying? Sincerely yours, as opposed to copy and paste.
Okay. And your take on it, True?
Um, I feel like in that respect, well, I partly agree with Steele, but I think that's where we part of it is where we kind of like differ. Is like when I'm creating, I don't consider my audience. I don't consider who's gonna hear it. You know what I mean? I just kind of
Mm-hmm.
put together what I'm feeling, and when I put it out there, if somebody resonates with it, that's awesome. And if not, it was for me anyway. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's how I look at it because I feel like everything I do is a piece of me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. It
yeah,
is. Yeah, and that's how I look at it, and that's how I feel when I'm hearing your music. Like I'm not just listening to be listening; I'm hearing and I'm feeling. And I don't know if it's because of it's like going to the hospital to see your sister give birth to a baby. You were part of that experience. You were part of that event that happened in her life. So it's like me when I'm in the studio with you guys, watching you
uh,
guys create. It's like I see what this means to you guys. I saw what went into it, the hard
right.
work, that goes into it, how the face, like your facial expressions and everything. I see how important that is, and I can feel that too when I'm hearing the music. So when I hear the music, I know that it was made with like every part of your being. And I want to post something, and this is an interesting comment that Kamora had posted in the chat earlier. She said that this was around when you were speaking on the storms, Delano, and just speaking. Let's go back. There's a difference between going through in relationships and mental abuse. And I had to think on that while you guys were speaking. I can see how music can oftentimes become a mirror because there's
Mm-hmm.
been a lot of influences with music. It could be a mirror and a medicine, such as like for myself, for those navigating emotional
Mm-hmm.
struggles or relationship struggles and mental abuse. Like it reflecting the pain, it can foster healing, or it can give you a voice um, for those like things that are hard to say out loud. Um, so what's your
But,
take on this
but see, that's
comment here?
the thing about it is that's still a storm. You still getting caught in the rain, no matter if it's self-inflicted, whether it's inflicted from another aspect of it, um,
Right.
it's still a storm, and you still got to go through it. And at the end of the day, whatever your umbrella is, whatever gets you out of it, whatever your shelter is, it's your shelter, right? The beautiful
Mm-hmm.
thing about it is finding somebody that is going through the storm with you, or that knows what that storm looks like and gives you that forecast, gives you that warning. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe if you caught out there and don't know how to navigate to the next location, to your shelter, somebody's gone through it and can help you in some capacity. So I think the beautiful thing about, like, you know what I'm saying, and understanding that abuse in some way, shape, or form, like, you know what I'm saying, we
Mm-hmm.
all have experienced trauma, right? Some traumatic
Yes.
experience. So it's not just about it's not a gender, um, it's an emotional situation. And there's always perspective. And I think that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, once again, the one thing about what we do is we try to have that conversation through our music. Like, there's nothing that's off limits.
Right. And outside of the music too, I think that that's not talked about enough because it's funny how this whole conversation came about. It's dealing with trauma and music, how the two closely relate. Because I experienced trauma at an early age, like in my childhood, and I came across it was a read. I came across this about a few months ago, and it was saying it mentioned how survivors of mental abuse or some sort of trauma usually use music to help them process emotions or maybe even escape those emotions. Um, and I kind of find that very interesting, though. Very, very interesting.
I agree.
And
I
then I
think
think that's why it resonates so deeply as well, too.
I think to kind of piggyback on you both, um, I think like on in life, right?
Hmm.
We go through things, and some things feel worse than others, and to the point where they're traumatic. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think if, which is of course way more easier said than done, but just kind of incorporate logic into the emotional aspects of life. um, if we can always sort of remind ourselves, regardless of how horrible it may feel, whatever it is that we're
Hmm.
going through, right? It's an opportunity for growth, because there are
I
people that
agree.
have gone through like some serious traumatic things and have later on in life become great, awesome people. And to me, that's an indication of an individual that let that resistance or that trauma build them instead of
Hmm.
break. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, like even in your case, like you said, you've experienced trauma, but like you carry yourself now through all of those instances in a way that you have been able to build up yourself to be able to withstand the feelings that came from those. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Then on the side of music, when you're conveying those feelings, this is just my opinion. Um, I feel like just like life, because music is life, right? And life is music. It's all about your intention. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Your
Definitely.
intentions and the energy you put behind anything you do. Music is a very very powerful tool. You know what I mean?
It really is. It
Yeah.
really is. Yeah, and I say that too because I shared with you several months ago. I mean, numerous times on occasion where
Mhm.
I will tell you like a slow tempo love song to me, or a slow to medium tempoed song where the girl or male is going through a breakup or whatever, right? I
Mhm.
can listen to any of those types of songs and be happy
Right.
in it. But I would get criticized by passengers
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Well, you're in your feelings," or "This is depressing," and well, that's how you perceive it. But me, as again, like this is what I'm in a happy space, believe it or not. Although it's a song about
Right.
breakups and heartbreak and all this and all that, I'm actually enjoying myself. I'm actually happy. I'm not upset. I'm not bitter. I'm not going
Mhm.
through anything. I just can find a happy place, even in a song that's painful. Even if
Right.
in a song that's happy, I can find that place. So I
Mhm.
like you said, it is intentions and yeah, how you we are. We are. I definitely agree, Kamora. We are all in different spaces. And
Absolutely.
Of
nothing is
course,
wrong with that.
in the same room.
Absolutely. And we can only live our lives based off of our perspective from the space that we're in, and
Mhm.
do things with the intention from subjectively from the space that we're in, but also give ourselves the opportunity to occupy different spaces or elevated spaces. You know what I mean? So like
Absolutely.
wherever you are in life, it's just an opportunity to grow from there. I don't care how low, I don't care how high. You know what I mean? There's no limit. So there's always opportunity for growth.
Absolutely. And shout out to you too, Kamora. Cause
Yes, thank
listen,
you for
I've
commenting.
seen you, I've been seeing you. Shout outs to you, honey. You are beautiful and you are growing love. So shout out to you. I appreciate you coming through and
Definitely.
and
Much love.
giving, sharing your thoughts with us. I really appreciate you. So I
Come on,
want to dive.
number to whoever you need help from, because at the end of the day, that them conversations, they're not easy to have. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, to have the courage to even address it, in some capacity, also is a reflection of an artist. Where yeah, we dare not go where the others don't want to go. So much love to you, and you know what I'm saying, of course, just continue to live, continue to strive to be the best version of yourself. because at the end of the day, self love is the best love. Um,
Absolutely.
it got to start within before it goes without.
And you
Yes,
gotta be
absolutely.
grateful for the step backs and the steps forwards, because we couldn't. It might be some people that ain't stepping at all. You dig?
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. But yes, I
Mhm.
appreciate you, Kimora. I love you.
That's
You are
right.
a light. You and she's awesome, y'all. Like
Yeah.
she's awesome in real
Yeah.
life.
That's
Yes, and
what's
I
up.
appreciate her support. Yes. All right, so I want to
Mhm.
dive into another one of your songs because you mentioned it earlier, and it is the exclusive listening for your love. So I would love to share that with our listeners today. So without further ado, Delano Steele Jr., go ahead and introduce this song to the people.
Okay, so "Listening for Your Heart" is definitely a song about the end of a relationship, um, easy or difficult. We all have an emotional attachment to our partners, and there might be hints of regret. There might be hints of hesitation, um, the fear of starting over. But the inevitable is the inevitable. You have to go through it in order to go through it. You know what I mean? You got to know what it is to come out on the other side. But it can't be from a perspective of stagnation. You can't be you can't be complacent in a situation where you're unhappy. So that is what brought out "Listening for Your Heart."
All right. So without further ado, you guys, this is Listening for Your Heart. And y'all throw it in the comments what you think of this song, okay?
Never thought it would come to the moment when you and me weren't you and me. After everything we've overcome, now it's all just archives and memories. Still whispering your name, baby, 'cause I see your face when I sleep. Drowning in a sea of emotions, but the water ain't that deep. There's things left to say. If I'm being volatile, baby, won't you just stay for a little while? We've got thousands of miles between us, but baby, I still hear ya. Listening for you, baby, for your heart. Now I packed up our hopes and dreams and we're sitting back at the starting line. Maybe I was neglecting or you're disrespecting what I do with my time. But please and please don't change a thing. Can we make it right? What's the saying? Never say never when it's the fight of our lives. There's things left to say. If I'm being volatile, baby, won't you just stay for a little while?
hurt them ankles, Twinkle Toes.
Listen, okay. You already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna run it back first. I'm gonna run it
But
back.
I tell you what, right? The first thing is this song. This is the original version, right? But we did another version of it. Same everything, right? But we definitely updated it. One of those instances where I was
Can't
talking
hear
about
you.
before, like, all right, so it's definitely one of those instances where I remember talking about how, um, like I heard more to the melody, more to the song, and we were like, you know what I'm saying? Let's not necessarily scratch the song completely, but let's redo it, right? So I actually have another version. We did another version of it,
Hmm.
and it sounds like I don't want to say so much better, right? Because then it's like it takes away from what we already created, but it definitely enhanced the song with
I'm
more
just
melody.
gonna keep my. I'm listen. Beautiful song. I love it. I feel a lot of bubblies, like bubblies and butterflies and everything on the inside. But I love that song. It was beautiful. It really
Yeah,
was. It really was. Yeah. I'm speechless. I'm running it back. I'm gonna run it back one more time. I'm a little sour.
hold on.
Same
That's
time.
I tell you what. Hold on.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Well, why are you sour though? I'm confused. Why are we sour about it?
Don't listen, because I am who I am, and like, yeah, true. Everything you want to say about the situation?
Um, yes, I did.
Yeah, a bottle of cologne as a gift to yourself cannot get you out of this one. Like,
Oh no!
man,
Why? Why?
yeah, I am a little mushy right now. I'm a little mushy, and I'm also a little sour. Cause they always do this to me. Like they always like keep me out of the
But
loop. And I told them I wasn't gonna listen to it.
this song is old.
I,
It is, but again, the
that ain't
beautiful.
the point. You know how many times I've been told that by you guys? This song is old. How old this song is? This song is
You're
2 years
right.
old. This song is
But
6 years old. And it
but
don't matter how old it was, but you got in the studio to finish it. So, I'm a little sour about that.
True that. True that.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? We gonna finish this conversation right now. I'm going ahead and listen to your chat. I mean, listen to your love. I can't even say it right no more because I'm flabbergasted.
I
Listening
tell
to
you
your
what.
heart or your
But
heart and in your heart. Just
but
listening to my heart.
the one thing I love about making that song too was it
Mhm.
wasn't me going through anything, right? Because I always
Of
preface
course you
that
wasn't.
saying that it's not always about me, right?
Right. I know what you do it for. I know you. You do it for me.
But no, but I did draw from somebody else's experience. It was my brother that was going through something at that time, and it's like when you hear certain things, certain melodies, like sometimes it can take you to a visual place, and it's like, you know what? I know somebody that's going through this, or I know somebody
Mhm.
that has this situation, um, and I can definitely find a way to carve it out to make it sound as personal as what you're going through.
Right.
One of the things that I always, thank God for is my ability to, tap into situations, and even if I don't necessarily have the same experience, I think I
Mm-hmm.
can resonate long enough to carve it out creatively and make it work for you into that capacity.
Right. I mean, it's really a beautiful song. And when I say made it for me, made it for listeners like myself who can appreciate, a good melody, a great lyric. Again, that one that resonates. So yes, I'm gonna run it back.
And you know
I'm
what's
gonna run it
crazy
back.
is that one there was one of them ones that I had that beat for like a long time, and he just heard it and made that shit timeless.
Yes, he did. He did. That's an awesome, awesome, awesome song. I love it so much. And I am going to run it back because I am mushy. Okay. Um, so give me a few minutes, guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know like Kamora, she even saying run it back. I'ma run it back. You got Carolina House over there on his tweaker toes dancing.
The strong ankles.
Not strong ankle. Yeah, you
Mhm.
got him on strong ankles, doing all kinds of
What's going
twirls.
on?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but in the meantime, I'm gonna run listening for your heartbeat. Okay. Um, so we're gonna take maybe a 3. I can't say 5, y'all, because ain't no break no 5 minutes. But I would like to play while I have you, True. There was this project you were working on. And I kind of want a little backstory. We're gonna change the mood up a little bit until Delano
Mm-hmm.
returns. But there was this project you started on,
Mm-hmm.
and you gave me like your vision for it, a little bit about it, the project Hold that you was working on.
Oh
So
yeah.
I kind of want to talk more about that because that is definitely it's not for the weak. If you know, you know.
No,
So
it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not
please,
for the
like,
weak.
elaborate on that.
Yeah, so Hold That was a project done with my brother GP the poet and Nicest Music. And that song is basically calling out our system, our government, our quote unquote oppressors, and just calling out the formula they use, you know what I mean, to make people feel like they can't be more than what they are.
Absolutely. So, without further ado, you guys, I'm gonna run Hold That by True Music. This is one of his exclusives. Um, I guess I gotta put some pedal to the metal so it can get out um on all platforms. But yeah,
Yeah, so
run this back. Well, run this for y'all.
Black. How about we put the world on your back? Your mama, she made it. You just look down and hold that. Y'all look just like the creator, but you don't need to know that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that.
Nah, you ain't getting all the shine, you know that. Then we got a nigga out of line with a rope back. I see you wearing all this on the I own that. We been on top a long time, I show. Tell you outside nigga don't talk back. Know that I'm the reason why it's drugs in your trap house. Know that I'm the reason why it's blood in your backyard. Know that I'm the reason that it never came back. I ain't worried about nothing. What's a sheep to a wolf? Know you heard that, huh? Know it's deep and it hurt. You deserve that, huh? You get murked, it ain't me. I don't care about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. So down to your knees. Mercy on me if you following G. You following me. Better believe. Riding that 5 ain't bothering me. So nigga just hold that.
Hey you, yes sir, you're black. How about we put the world on your back? Yo mama, she made it. You just look down and hold that. Y'all look just like the creator, but you don't need to know that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that.
Take this, take that, here, little bit of that too. These whips, these chains, even think you living in the trap too. Sell drugs, shoot guns, make sure you talk, get black too. Live life, keep going, you don't even see this, bet you. You learn, we teach, just what we want you to know. Your God, but please work for me so you're comfortable. Your dreams, your fears, put it all in the cell, you're fine. You think you're free, but we got the whole world in control.
Hey you, yes sir, you're black. How about we put the world on your back? Yo mama, she made it. You just look down and hold that. Y'all look just like the creator, but you don't need to know that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that. I don't wanna hear no complaining. Look at all the ish I supply. Go and get your trip on, be fly. You ain't gotta worry about your family. Her and all the kiddos is mine. Put them up in housing, food in their mouths, and I got them in a couple bars you can sit down behind. When you get out, we'll spit out the rid out, the rip out your mind. How you gonna fit on the side? Convict got you niggas sweating like we messing with the climate. Really won't survive unless you guarantee your silence. Here's a couple guns, know you niggas prone to violence. How you so intelligent and running around here mindless? Train little monkeys doing tricks, priceless. Gold chain enough to make a flip. Ice 'em, same little monkey selling bricks, priceless. How you turn a human to a it? Watch this. Yes sir, you're black. How about we put the world on your back? Yo mama, she made it. You just look down and hold that. Y'all look just like the creator, but you don't need to know that. Hey you, yes sir, you're black. How about we put the world on your back? Yo mama, she made it. You just look down and hold that. Y'all look just like the creator, but you don't need to know that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. You just look down and hold that.
Nah, you ain't getting all the shine, you know that. Think we got a nigga out of line with a rope at. I see you wearing all this on the I own that. We been on top a long time, I show. Tell you outside nigga don't talk back. Know that I'm the reason why it's drugs in your trap house. Know that I'm the reason why it's blood in your backyard. Know that I'm the reason that it never came back. I ain't worried about nothing. What's a sheep to a wolf? Know you heard that, huh? Know it's deep and it hurt. You deserve that, huh? You get murked, it ain't me. I don't care about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. So down to your knees. Mercy on me if you following Jesus.
Oh, all right. So how did that come about? That song, Hold That. Can you hear me through music?
You're muted.
Okay. I know I'm not muted.
There you go. No, like he's muted.
How
Yeah,
about
there you
now?
go.
I was muted too.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't muted.
Still
But yeah,
can't
how
hear
did
you.
that song? What in the world?
I can't hear.
How about now? Let's see.
Technical difficulties.
Ah,
You know, it's funny too because I think that's one of the elements working with True that I enjoy too. Um, the subject matter ain't always gonna be the typical stuff. Like being able to have the conversation and even in a controversial fashion about what the norm or what you know what I'm saying the subject matter is always due to society from another standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, a lot of times we'll talk about how, you know what I'm saying, we used to sell drugs to make ends meet and stuff like that, right? But nobody talks about the ramifications of what you're doing because it ain't like you selling it to another community or another area. You're excelling it in your own. And I think the conversation, being able to talk about, you know what I'm saying, your individual greatness and what you can accomplish if you had a different mindset or if you tackle a different mindset. Like I think that was always one of the things that I appreciate about working with his genius was just knowing that he had another alternative to the alternative. You know what I'm saying? Like we think that there's always like one way to go, or you know what I'm saying, maybe there's two avenues, and next thing you know, it's like, nah, well, let's create another lane. How about we
Right.
got another detour that we could take, you know what I'm saying, to get to that destination. And I always thought that was one of the things that um I you know what I'm saying, I gravitated towards when it came down to his music.
All right. So can y'all hear me now? Am I back on?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. My apologies, everybody. Technical difficulties. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah. And I appreciate that because that again, when I heard that song, I thought it was like dope. Um, is again, it's not for the weak, and I can't wait for you guys to you need to go ahead and get on the ball, man. Put that out because it needs to be heard.
Yes,
It definitely
ma'am.
needs to be
Put it
heard.
out.
Yeah, and Gamora, she was in the chat. She was feeling it. It's
Word,
definitely a vibe, but it's a
that's
whole
what's up.
message
That's
behind
love.
it. It's definitely a whole message behind it, and that's basically like why I appreciate like not all music, but definitely music with meaning and purpose. Music that has
Yeah,
a meaning,
definitely.
you know.
Definitely.
And
It's
again, like you said earlier,
too, and this is where for me, like it always comes back full circle, right? Now
mhm,
True already has stated that he makes music for himself and in hopes that the listener can resonate. But I always feel like the funny thing about it is our approach might be different, but the destination is.
mhm,
Yeah, that's
And
right.
yep,
the funny thing is,
absolutely,
like, this is a conversation that so many people have, but don't want to articulate
mhm,
publicly. So when you say it, it's like it might be for you, but so many other people will sit there and say, "That's what I was thinking the whole time," and they'd be
Yeah,
like, "It wasn't
right.
intended to be for y'all, but all right, I
right.
guess." You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
That's why for me, it's always like, "No, all right, go ahead. That's how you feel. All right, cool."
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna
Yeah,
corner and watch how many people sit there and say, "I was thinking the same thing," and be like, "Yeah,
yeah.
I
Well,
guess it
I
ain't just
mean,
for you."
I'm so serious, like man, like I'm rooting for you guys, and I love what you do. Like I haven't been disappointed yet, have not, have, and I don't think I ever will because you guys like you're always working, you're always. I love to see you guys when you're in the studio, how you collaborate, you know, your thoughts, sounds. I do my little 1 2 1 2 as well, but we can talk about me. As far as
Mhm.
challenging, you both in the studio, with True, I may say, add a little this, add a little that, or, add a little
Yeah,
guitar to it. Because that's what I hear, and as again, as a listener, I just feel like a lot of the things it just makes it more powerful, those little small things that not many listeners will probably pick up on, you know.
right.
So yeah, I definitely have a huge appreciation for music and artists as well because I see what goes on behind the scenes, and it's not easy and it's not for the weak, And someone who does it, naturally, and I can respect them more for someone who's just, what, I'm bored. I'm gonna write me a song. I'm gonna be an artist
Right.
one day. I no, because it's gonna show. Your work is gonna show. Work definitely
Yes, it
gonna show.
is.
We have a lot of them on mainstream, that's just doing it
Yeah,
for fun to get a
I
check.
agree.
I don't care about the
And that's
numbers, and
and
I,
that's
I say
why
that all
and
the
that's
time.
why music is in the state it's in right now because
Absolutely.
music isn't done because it needs to be done. It's to get something from it. You
I
know.
feel like the industry has lost its respect for music. Um, a long, long, long time ago. You know,
It lost the
they lost
respect for
the
music when it
respect
became the
for
industry.
music. Exactly. And I feel like, right now, every person getting a deal, it just again, okay, let's go ahead and follow this trend and get them noticed, and you
Hmm.
know, and that's not what purpose intentionally was. So
Right.
I can respect it, you know. But yeah, so anything you got coming up, True? Anything you
Yes,
got
I
you
got
working on or you want to work on?
well, I got one called Leeches gonna be dropping soon. And
Okay,
also I'm gonna be putting out the finished version of What If,
awesome.
which is
I love
the
that. I love that
the
song.
video you shot for me. Yep. And
I love that song. And you guys can check out. I'm sorry, I was going to tell them when they could check out the What If visual, which is on both of
mhm,
our social media platforms, your
yep.
Facebook as well as mine. I think you shared it as well, Delano. But the visual is What If by True Music. So definitely can't wait to hear that. And I do apologize, True. You can
Oh
finish your
no.
thought.
No, you're good. And I was just gonna say I got one more project, one that you and Steele actually helped me out with. It's called With Love Smile. It's a song that I dedicated to my kids, and I think that's definitely gonna be a good relatable song.
That's definitely a beautiful song. It
Yeah.
definitely is. That's a beautiful song, and like I honestly, because it's so many different sessions that I had the honor of being a part of. Um, Remind us how that one came about. That song, with love, smile.
Actually, it was crazy because I actually started making a beat on live on TikTok, and
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, once the beat got done, I just started writing, and then I was talking to you and Steele about how everything was progressing because I really, even though I had like most of the first verse done, I didn't know where I wanted to go with it yet, and
Hmm.
y'all just mentioned the kids, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lesson. This is a lesson for them. So that's what I did.
Right, right. And you performed that. You performed that once
I did. I did. Yeah.
publicly.
Yep. And I had
All
a little
right.
baby at her stage debut.
that's,
You know,
that's too cute. That's too cute. Well, I mean, did you mind, sharing it with the world, or you kind of want to leave that exclusive for right now? Because I
I
mean,
don't mind.
you're on the
I don't
platform
mind
to do
sharing
it,
it.
but you can definitely.
Yeah, I
Okay,
definitely don't mind sharing it.
let's see, and then we're gonna get back into that because you have a few others as well. Like you have so many. You have that one. I know you were doing loving me. Is that been put out yet?
That's not out yet either, actually.
See, because I lose count. I lose count. But when I hear about it not being put out, it's kind of like, yeah, what's going on here? You know,
Right.
I think I need me can't say that. I can't say that. But I kind of want to like, yeah, you got to get on the ball with that. But
Definitely. Definitely.
so out of all the songs that you have that you working on, True, um, which one are you most like excited about?
Honestly, I'm most excited for Smile. Mhm.
Hope we gonna just talk about smile. Okay, I'm gonna get that one for y'all. Y'all, I have smile. I'm gonna put this play this for you guys. And the reason why I'm kind of like okay, trying to pick his brain because I did my little one too. I am featured on it. I don't speak much about it because I don't care about the credit. I was just glad to be a part of it, and it's a beautiful song. It definitely means a lot because, again, I know how much he loves his children. It's beautiful, and I'm sure you guys can relate, man. So allow me a second here. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm gonna play my mushy song first, and then we're going to get into that smile song. Okay.
Mhm.
So let me go and get my mushy song back on again. Here we go. And again, this one is called, I'm gonna say Love in My Heart, although that's not the name of the song. But Delano, can you introduce this song again? Because
Yeah, no
first
problem.
I have my
Okay,
mixed
so
feelings about it.
now listening for your heart is the conversation about the end of a relationship, the difficult aspect of that conversation, and what it takes to um, fight it, fight to love another day.
You heard from the man himself. All right.
Never thought it would come to the moment when you and me weren't you and me. After everything we've overcome, now it's all just archives and memories. Still whispering your name, baby, 'cause I see your face when I sleep. Drowning in a sea of emotions, but the water ain't that deep. There's things left to say. Being volatile, baby, won't you just stay for a little while? We've got thousands of miles between us, but baby, I still hear ya listening for you, baby, for your heart. Now I packed up our hopes and dreams, and we're sitting back at the starting line. Maybe I was neglecting, or you're disrespecting what I do with my time. But please and blame don't change a thing. Can we make it right? What's the saying? Never say never when it's the fight of our lives. There's things left to say. If I'm being volatile, baby, won't you just stay for a little while?
Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely it's a beautiful song. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's a beautiful song. I love it. Yeah. So how do you feel like, as an artist, both of you guys can answer this question. Like as an artist and hearing your song, your own music, like how does it make you guys feel? Like, because I always wanted to know, like, how does it feel to be in you like, yeah, I made this. Like, do you get like a little nervous or like I don't sound the same because you know how you record your own voice and you hear it again, you don't sound the same.
Mhm.
Do you have like those kind of moments?
Not for me. Sometimes I'm probably like most of the time I'm criticizing it. Like, man, I probably could have did that different. I could have did this different. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I just like seeing other people vibe with it.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right, so I want to go ahead and get into this next song again about your music with the love smile. This is also one of my favorites. It's a beautiful song. So you guys take a listen and again drop your comments in the chat what you think about it. You know how it makes you feel. Yeah, come on. So just talk to us. Let us know how you feel about it.
You can bet your bottom dollar you know that there's nothing that's perfect. Anything that can go wrong will definitely go wrong for certain. Everything that goes up has gotta come down for sure. Everyone talking about peace, I'm hoping they find it first. Everyone feeling the pressure cause life be life. Everyone feeling depression, it's harder to fight. They just trying to see another day. Ain't nowhere to run away. Illusion is hard to put on display. This is the reason why we pray and smile, smile through the pain the whole world's been giving us all for a while. Smile, 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 smile through the pain the whole world's been giving us all for a while. Anything easy to find is harder to find its worth, yeah. To find anything that's divine, you gotta not mind the word. I seen too many that fell from trying to defy the search. I seen too many that die from trying to fight preserve. Yeah, life, you living a lie, you gotta get right, just work on your spirit. Remember in life, might not get it right before you pass judgment. Look in the mirror first. You gotta clear the hurt and then let the fear disperse. And then when the fear disperse, believe in yourself, take care of your health, whatever your dream is yours. Smile, smile, smile through the pain the whole world's been giving us all for a while. Smile, 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 smile through the pain the whole world's been giving us all for a while. Smile. We sit and suffer in silence, internally crying and curses occurring like ages ago. Stuck in a world full of violence, corrupted with liars and power, no way we can grow. Shrouded and clouded by judgment, which doesn't equate to the weight of the hate we must do. Traveling entirely blinded and don't see no signage. We walking by faith, while the tears off your face, you the goat. Just a reminder to take when you go. Learn from your father's mistakes, then you'll know how to stay solid. You gotta stay righteous and keep your yard clear of the snakes when you mow. You'll make your mark on the planet. Got us identity planet. Always better than imagined when you just smile. Smile through the pain the whole world's been giving us all for a while. Smile, 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 smile through the pain the whole world's been giving us all for a while.
Yeah, so that was Miss Jazara making her little debut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome, man. I can definitely feel it. Like the emotion and um
No.
just how passionate, you were about that, even in your lyrics, you
Right.
know.
Definitely.
Yeah, because I yeah.
Definitely came from an emotional place. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're going through pretty much a pretty good bit around that time.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
so
Uh,
yeah. But thank you guys for tapping in. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. Welcome on in.
oh,
Appreciate you.
was good. Was
Yeah.
good.
This is the to the frequency with TallBae. We chopping it up with Delano Steele Jr. and True Music. And we're just listening to some exclusives. And Delano, there is this one last song that I wanted to talk about before we end the night. And it's the rush. Because I ain't gonna I don't wanna, scold you guys, anymore tonight. But let's talk about the rush and how we came about that one. I think you're muted. I think you're muted.
Okay, so I think initially it was a looped sample that resonated into like a carved beat, and it was like um True already kind of started in that direction, but
Mm-hmm.
I was such a fan of conceptually hearing that beat and what he was doing with it that I was like, I would love to
Right.
be a part of it. Um,
Right.
and he was gracious enough to let me in on it. So um,
Right.
then it became the situation. I was like, okay, well, the input ain't just from okay, well, I'm saying I'm a feature. Now it felt more like a shared song. It felt like partnership.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Because that's how I look at it.
That's what it
When I see you guys
was.
creating, like, cause like, you are him, he is you. That's just how I look at it. I don't know. It's
yeah, and
Yeah.
it was
I just be
just like
going with it.
yeah, it's like sometimes when you I mean again, just another one of those sessions where it's like it's just an easy vibe, you know what I mean? Like it's nothing to get in there, work with him, um, hear a concept and immediately just be able to tap into it like in no time. So
Yeah.
instantaneously I already like carved out the lyrics, everything from my end.
Yeah.
And I think it was like, okay, we just literally piggybacked off each other in terms of, okay, well, I got this in mind. And okay, once I shared that, then it was like, well, I got this in mind as well. And so it just became a formulaic measure of just adding maybe two verses, then you put in two verses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the next thing you
Yep.
know, by the time we were done, yeah, the song's already completed. Like, what I'm saying? Here you go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That was one of those
That's
things,
one of
bro. I think we're done.
Yeah.
that's one of the that's one he said- that's funny. He said, "Well, I'm trying to sound all deep and stuff."
Uh,
Look,
all
we
right,
are
so that,
dropping
that's
them
that's my
jewels
that's
over
my cousin.
here.
That's my cousin Esco. Shout out to my cousin and everything.
Shout out, peace.
And I'm
Dropping
definitely gonna
them
I'm
jewels
definitely
over
gonna
here.
get you back because you got a platform, you got a podcast too, and I will be tapping in, and I will be here. One good show
That's
deserves
funny.
another, sir.
That's so funny.
That's
And that's
dope.
that's another thing that I admire about YouTube, because it's like intellectually and when you're, and also creatively, like you guys, it's like I don't know, twins, like what's that movie with Schwarzenegger and
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 I'm on the
then
Schwarzenegger.
tall one and the it's like no for real. It's like
Called
y'all are like in each other's minds, and it's fun. It's interesting to watch. And like how y'all work y'all work so well together.
Yeah,
Y'all work so well together, and y'all compliment each other. You know, when you're being creative, like you're so complimentary to each other, and I love that. And I think that is lacking also, you know, in the industry. Even as a independent artist, producer, is lacking. And to be around like great minds like that, it makes it a lot more easier and enjoyable too. I can't say that.
yep. It's not work when you love it.
I'm trying to tell you, but I do want to go ahead and dive into the rush and yeah, give this crowd one more listen to this exclusive. So you go ahead and introduce this, Delano Steele Jr.
all right, so this is True Music and myself um with a conversation about, well, you'll hear it. The rush.
All right. He said you'll hear it.
When y'all know what we're talking about, put it in the comments.
You heard
I ain't ready to release just yet. Tryna hold it in like it's a contraceptive. Muscle in your body, we don't need this yet. This sex is pressure. Turn it up, see it in your face expression. Tryna make it last to the morning breakfast. And I know damn well how much I really need to slide, but I like the way you feel way more. We just vibing, hope the neighbors hear us singing next door.
How we vibe when we beside each other. Deep dive in the pool, that's how we do when we beside each other. You can ride with me when you ride on me. Backseat, I'm not checking to the episode. Hard to contain myself in your love. I'm drowning in the moment. It's hard to keep composure. This feeling that I'm feeling comes in waves like tide from the ocean. I'm open, you're soaking, I'm kissing, you're moaning, you're gripping, I'm holding. It's a full moon and we're both consumed by the passion. Slow jam tunes and body action. Your body's flowing and we're splashing. You arrive, no holding back, we're not going back. Still active, you're a cooperative captive. Yours was tangy and speed. Now I'm feeling unseen.
I ain't ready to release just yet. Tryna hold it in like it's a contraceptive. Muscle in your body, we don't need this yet. This sex is pressure. Turn it up, see it in your face expression. Tryna make it last to the morning breakfast. And I know damn well how much I really need to slide, but I like the way you feel way more. We just vibing, hope the neighbors hear us singing next
How
door.
we vibe when we beside each other. Deep dive in the pool, that's how we do when we beside each other. Take this ride with me when you ride on me. Backseat of my chest, read episode.
And even if this ain't love, girl, we in love. Don't see any other way it can end up. I can see us if forever like a picture. You know I'm down, hope forever ain't an issue. I'm just trying to calm down and enjoy you. But this the first time I'm feeling all you. Deep down, finna drown in your water. Look now, think a towel is in order. Not yet though, no interruptions. Kissing and loving, ticking time, I'm in the seconds from buzzing. I'm trying to hold it, I'm seconds from folding. I keep on stroking, you keep on ready to release just yet. Tryna hold it in like it's a contraceptive. Muscle in your body, we don't need this yet. This sex is pressure. Turn it up, see it in your face expression. Tryna make it know damn well how much I really need to slide, but I like the way you feel way more. We just vibing, hope the neighbors hear us singing next door.
How we vibe when we beside each other. Deep dive in the pool, that's how we do when we beside each other. Take this ride with me when you ride on me. Backseat of my Jeep is where your episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. Listen. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's again, y'all. Like I got so many favorites. I got so many favorites, y'all. But yeah, this song here is dangerous. Okay. So yeah, how do you guys feel? You, Delano.
I feel like I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like we just may have contributed to the world's population with this one.
You did. You did. You
Just a little
did.
bit.
You
We
did.
did our part.
You did. You did. But yeah, the comments had me rolling, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. I'm glad that you're vibing with it. Again, some of
Yeah.
my favorite songs. And there's a little secret, I have like a little tad bit of a, in there, little background vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I start adding my little razzle dazzle, that's what I've been meaning, like a little razzle dazzle, a little feminine energy.
Yeah.
Um,
A
just
little
to
bit of
bring it all
secrecy.
together. Yeah, look. I'm sorry, I lost it. I lost it. That's what I'm saying. Listen, this part get me every time. Okay, this part get me every time. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Yeah, and the mouth is watery. Okay, the mouth is watery. Cause this song, listen, they be cutting up bad. Like they be cutting up bad. They know what they be doing. They know exactly what they be doing.
Don't tell auntie. Don't tell
Yeah,
auntie.
they know what they be doing. Yeah, they cut up bad. They cut up bad. Like, cause don't listen. I'm gonna have to catch him on the next episode. Delano Steele, Andrew Music, cause listen, it gets worse. Okay, it gets thumbs and everything. It gets worse.
Thumbs and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Damn.
thumbs and everything. Listen,
Damn.
it gets they grown. They
This
grown
one.
like
The
truth.
one time I want to say blame quick temper for that one.
That was quick tempered.
That was all quick.
Almost spit out my drink. I think it was a collective. It was a collective um process. Okay, let's not put it on one person because I was there. I was there. It was done as a collective. You all contributed. You know. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's one of my favorite songs, guys. I love that song, and I'm gonna run that back. We coming to an end, you guys, but I appreciate you guys tuning into the frequency with TallBae here again, chopping it up with the true music and Delano Steele Jr. But yeah, I mean, we'll open to some Q&As in the chat or even some comments. How you guys feel, any questions you want to ask, either True Music or Delano Steele. Post them in the chat because in the next few 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to be out of here. Before I do, I am going to end it with the rush because that is my go-to.
Best way to end the
Yeah.
night.
Oh, I'm telling. That's funny.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm back. I'm holding it together, you guys.
No, that's
I'm
funny.
holding it together. All right, so I don't see no questions.
What?
So I'm gonna have True Music and
Yes.
Delano Steele. Y'all take it on up out of here with this rush, okay? All right, now. So listen.
Hey, appreciate everybody
Don't do that.
sending in.
Listen.
If you haven't already, please follow on all social media platforms.
Absolutely.
official_true_music MUZYK. Follow TallBae on all social media platforms. Follow me. I am official Delano Steele Jr. on IG, and I am Delano Smooth on Facebook.
Awesome.
And they will be released. These will be released soon. Be on the lookout.
I mean, these what now? Be like specific.
These songs, these exclusive, everybody has just heard. They will be released soon.
Okay. Because you just said you weren't trying to release just yet. So we just want to make sure we know what we're talking about. But
No,
anyway, I'm
to
going to go ahead.
I'm trying to hold it in like a contraceptive.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't release it yet.
Okay, y'all. I mean, hold on one second, y'all, because listen, I'm over here. I'm doing the most. You know, I do that sometimes. I'm an Aquarius. But yeah, any last words you guys want to leave the audience with?
I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. This was fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Remember to live life.
Oh yeah, thank you for the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Delano Steele.
No, I was just saying, just make sure to remember to live life because you love life.
Absolutely. Look at Kimura. First of all, I want to address this, Kimura. Yes, I will go vote for you, love. And I've been watching you, baby. So good luck to that. And I will definitely go vote. You guys in the comments on the live, please go vote for Kimura Virtuous Platt. She's a doll. I love her. Okay. And he's like, yes, be Pacific. Yes. Listen, my mouth is a little dry. If I said Pacific, I meant specific. Okay. And I'm from the country. Okay. But yeah, she wants to know when are these being released as well. And we don't have a definitive date yet as far as when they're being released.
Soon.
But he said soon, so I'm gonna make sure to hold him to that. And guys, I appreciate you all once again. It was a pleasure speaking with you both, your music, as well as you, Delano Steele. It's always a vibe when we get up, whether it's, for drinks together or virtually. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just sing us out in style, man. Get this song put up one more time. Okay.
Ready to release just yet. Tryna hold it in like it's a contraceptive. Muscle in your body, we don't need this yet. This sex is pressure. Turn it up, see it in your face expression. Tryna make it last to the morning breakfast. And I know damn well how much I really need to slide, but I like the way it feel way more. We just vibing, hope the neighbors hear us singing next door.
How we vibe when we beside each other. We thrive in the progress. How we do when we beside each other. Ride with me when you ride on me. Backseat of my chicken to the episode. Hard to contain myself from your love. I'm drowning in the moment. It's hard to keep composure. This feeling that I'm feeling comes in waves like tides from the ocean. I'm open, you're soaking, I'm kissing, you're moaning, you're gripping, I'm holding. It's a full moon and we're both consumed by the passion. Slow jam tunes and body action. Your body's flowing and no splashing. You arrive, no holding back. We're not going back. Still active. You're a cooperative captive. Yours was tangy and speed. Now I'm feeling the speed.
it in like it's a contraceptive. Muscle in your body, we don't need this yet. This sex is pressure. Turn it up, see it in your face expression. Tryna make it last to the morning breakfast. And I know damn well how much I really need to slide, but I like the way it feel way more. We just vibing, hope the neighbors hear us singing next door.
How we vibe when we beside each other. Deep dive in the pool, that's how we do when we beside each other. Take this ride with me when you ride on me. Backseat of my jeans when you episode.
And even if this ain't love, girl, we in love. Don't see any other way it can end up. I can see us if forever like a picture. You know I'm down, hope forever ain't an issue. I'm just trying to come down and enjoy you. But this the first time I'm feeling all you. Deep down, finna drown in your water. Look now, think a towel is in order. Not yet though, no interruptions. Kissing and loving, ticking time bombing is seconds from buzzing. I'm trying to hold it, I'm seconds from folding. I keep on stroking and you keep on ready to release just yet. Trying to hold it in like it's a contraceptive. Muscle in your body, we don't need this yet. This sex is pressure. Turn it up, see it in your face expression. Trying to make it last to the morning breakfast. And I know damn well how much I really need to slide, but I like the way you feel way more. We just vibing, hope the neighbors hear us singing next door.
How we vibe when we beside each other. Deep dive in the pool, that's how we do when we beside each other. Take this ride with me when you ride on me. Backseat of my Jeep is where your episode.
All right. So that concludes tonight's session into the frequency with TallBae. And again, I appreciate you, Delano Steele Jr., as well as True Music. And I want to thank you all for tuning in with us, vibing out with us. Thank you for all the comments, the interactions. Until next time, you guys take care. Stay blessed.